Hello friends, thanks for being here today. I'm Amy from Neurotic Mom Bakes, and I'm going to be showing you two different kinds of cupcakes, specifically today using Girl Scout cookies, but you can use any cookies that you want to. The grasshopper cookies are almost identical to the Thin Mints that I'll be using. I'm also using the Samoas, but you could easily substitute them for the shortbread cookie. So let's get going. I've got my cupcakes here, and I am going to fill these with two different fillings. Like I said, I'm doing two different kinds of cupcakes. So let's start with the Thin Mints, the grasshopper cookie ones, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a ganache going by, a ganache is just chocolate and cream mixed together, and I only need a little bit, but I'm going to pour about a third of a cup of cream in there. And I'm going to heat it up just 15 seconds. You don't want to overheat it. And I'm making a chocolate peppermint ganache for this one. So I have some pure peppermint extract. Make sure it's pure. The imitation can make the chocolate seize. So I try to get the pure peppermint extract. And you can use any kind of chocolate, but I'm using the Seize chocolate chips. I love these, they melt really nicely. And I'm not going to add the food extract to the chocolate. I'm going to add it to the cream before. And a little with the mint goes a long way, the peppermint. You don't need a lot. And wash your hands, because that, get a little bit on your hands and it just goes, it's just very strong. Can contaminate all your other flavors. And for the chocolate ganache using dark chocolate, the ratio is about 2 to 1. So if I have a third of a cup of cream, I'm going to have about 2/3 of a cup of the chocolate. And the warm cream is going to start to melt the chocolate. But if you want to speed up the process, which I always do because I'm always in a hurry, just like 8 seconds in the microwave at a time. Chocolate is temperamental. It can seize very easily, and by seizing I mean it separates and it gets all grainy, and it's just no good after that. You have to chuck it, start all over. Now, to get the centers in the cupcakes, I'm using a piping tip, and I'm just gonna push down. If the cake gets stuck in there, I get like a lollipop stick. Just push it out. You want it out anyway. If it doesn't come out, I will get that same lollipop stick, just kind of pull it out. You want to pull the centers out, and I'm going to go ahead and just pull the cupcakes out. Now, for the buttercream, I have made my vanilla buttercream, my basic vanilla buttercream, and all I've added is a drop or two of the peppermint extract, just to taste. If you like that really pepperminty flavor, add more. And then I've added a drop of green food coloring. And I'm going to put that in my piping bag. I already have the piping tip in there. I'm using the Wilton 1M for this, but any star tip is going to work. I'm going to fill my piping bag. I'll twist and push it down a little bit, and it's ready to go. Let's check on this ganache. Oh yes, looks. Just keep stirring and it will start to come together. It's just about ready. It looks the perfect consistency. This should be good to go. And I have my drip bottle here. I find these at a craft store, but honestly you could use like the ketchup and mustard condiment bottles. Those would totally work. And I'm going to pour this in here. And I'm gonna use some for the filling of the cupcake and then also on the top. Just kind of wipe that off, put the lid on. Now to fill the cupcake, I'm just going to, ooh, that came out really fast. Put a little bit inside of the cupcake, and then I'm going to take those tops and push them back down over the top. And the ganache will kind of solidify a little bit and kind of turn like a fudge-like consistency, and it's so good. All right, now I'm just gonna get my buttercream and I'm going to pipe a swirl and then to finish off, I'm just gonna kind of go around with the chocolate, just to like a little swirl. Start at the bottom, swirl up. And then I'm going to get my, Thin Mints and just place a cookie right down the center. And then second cupcake with a Samoa cookie. This is like a coconut caramel cookie. So for this one, get my cupcakes out. And we're gonna do a filling in this as well. This is a coconut filling. You can do it two ways. If you just like I get the sweetened coconut that's already shredded, and you can just use it as is, or you can put it on a cookie sheet and put it under the broiler and toast it for just 1 to 2 minutes until it's lightly brown. And then you're going to mix it. So either way works. They're both good. You're gonna mix it with a little bit of sweetened condensed milk. Just until you can the coconut will come together and not be so flaky and get all over. Yeah, that's perfect. I'm gonna do the same thing with these cupcakes. Pull those centers out. And this one's a little trickier because you've got to use the spoon, but just put a little dab of the coconut down in there. Okay, now we've got our filling in here. Put those tops back on. It's gonna be covered, so don't worry about the mess. Now for the buttercream for this one, because there's a lot of coconut filling in there and the cookie is coconut, I didn't want to add the coconut to the buttercream like the actual coconut because I don't like the texture. So I added just a little bit of pure coconut extract to get that flavor. Now a lot of you have asked me about this piping tip. This is a huge open star piping tip. What it actually is it is a Sultan tip, and I got pliers. So a Sultan tip has an outer ring and then the inner ring. When you pipe it out, it's hollow. But I wanted this big open star, so I got pliers and I just ripped the middle out so I would have this. So that's what that is. But it is the perfect size to do the perfect little dollop of frosting. Come on a cupcake. Like super easy to pipe out. And then, just for a little bit of decoration on the top, I have some caramel. You can make your own caramel, or you can do the store-bought like ice cream topping caramel. You can swirl it on. It's a little trickier than the chocolate one. Just gonna swirl that on. And then top with the Samoa cookie. And because my kids ate all the Samoa cookies, and I only have 2 left, I'm gonna use the shortbread cookie, which I think will be equally as good. And I'm out of one, because again, my kids ate them all. But here are my cupcakes, and I'm so glad you could join me today here on Neurotic Mom Bakes. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please let me know any questions you have in the comments below. Or if you try these out at home, let me know how it goes for you.